Hey everyone, how you doing today? It's John here, and I'm going to speak about Errol Spence, right? Errol Spence, um, superstar boxer, um, you know, just 25 and 0. I mean, a great guy. And when I first seen Errol Spence, let me tell you the first thing I recognized about Errol Spence. He had a great spirit. He had a great spirit. You can tell that he had a foundation. You can tell that he had upbringing. You can tell he was mannerable, and he's the kind of guy, like this guy is really, he's not following the crowd. He's cutting his own cloth. And then when he got in the ring, solid boxer, but still a young boxer, but solid boxer, but still a young boxer. And I watched him on his career, and I just liked more than his boxing. I liked his personality. Tell you the truth, personality. I think he was mannerable. He'd take his children, things like that. And he just seemed like the kind of guy. He actually seemed like a guy who actually goes to church on Sundays. That's what I perceived him to be. Not that he did, I don't know, but I perceived that by his spirit. But the more I've been watching Errol Spence, the more his persona is changing. His persona is changing. At first you wouldn't think he'd be chasing the world. Now he's chasing the world. He's doing things to the world. He's doing things that the people of the world would do. His first his jewelry is like this. Now his jewelry is out of control. He's driving Lamborghinis and all these things, just chasing the things of the world. And I can think he kind of lost his footing on being a solid person. And I'm gonna tell you what. That car he was driven 2:30 in the morning, Errol Spence, I could tell you, it's that's the devil, man. That's chasing the devil. The devil got you chasing his stuff. You out there that time of night driving like that, you flip your car, you don't wear a seatbelt. All right, bro. You probably death was real not close to your door. People have died from less in a car accident. But here you are, by your spirit, by your God's grace, by God's grace. That's the only grace you got, not luck. By God's grace, God has kept Errol Spence, kept him, and let him see how the devil's trying to move him to another area that's dangerous, an area that's gonna take him out. I mean, this man didn't walk away. He was thrown from a car. Getting thrown from a car means automatic death, and everybody I've seen got thrown from cars dead. This man didn't break a bone in a Ferrari going God knows how fast. So Errol Spence, I mean, God has kept you for a reason because your spirit was right with God. Your spirit is what what God was dealing with. But now, since you're doing things in the world, you acting like them, you're looking like them, and now the devil has access to you. And when the devil has access to you, then you're gonna suffer. You're going to suffer a fate even worse than death because that's what the devil wants. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And as long as you give him access to you, he's going to do what he come to do. A snake always going to be a snake. So I just hope Errol Spence understand what's going on in the spirit and how there's demonic forces in the spirit that want to take him out, but how the grace of God has kept him. And now Errol Spence, get out the club, Errol Spence, if you can. Get out the club, get out the highlight. Go back to church, go back to your family, live a solid life. Don't let these people sway you or move you out of who you really are. Because I think the person you are now is not who you really are. Not the first person I met, the mild-mannered guy I met before online, giving interviews, Another thing, Errol Spence, I want to say this. You're a good boxer. You're a very good boxer, okay? But as I've known and as has been shown by Sean Porter, you have a long way to go. You have a long way to go. Don't believe the hype, Errol. Don't believe it. You have a long way to go. You just been boxing not long, like since you're 15, 16 years old. These people out have been boxing at 3, 5, and 4 years old. You are still relatively new to boxing, 10 years of boxing, and you're not a superstar. You're not. You got a lot more work to do, to put in. You got a lot more fights to put in. You got a lot more mountains to climb. You are not on top of the world. You're not. You gauge yourself, or they gauge Errol Spence by who he's fighting now. Sean Porter's a good boxer, but in the day earlier, Sean Porter would have been a good sparring partner. That's it. Because when I could see you, when I could see Errol, I don't think I'll tell Errol Spence, I know he's not going to say this, but I'm going to say it like this. When I could see Errol Spence beating Thomas Hearns, then you're a superstar. When I could see Errol Spence beating Sugar Ray Leonard, then you're a super duper star. When I could see you beating Wilfredo Benitez, when I could see you beating Roberto Duran, when I could see you beating Mark Breland, when I could see you beating so many great superstars, then you can be a superstar. But right now, I can't see you beating them. I can't. I can't. I can't see. I can see you, mostly fights you fought with little smaller guys. Look, Thomas Hearns is like 6'1". Sugar Ray is taller than you, 5'10", or your height. The rest of you guys. So, until I can see you beating them and even putting a good fight for them, well, I can see you in the superstar bracket. But beating Sean Porter, that ain't put you nowhere. You didn't raise up in a bracket. Matter of fact, you almost lost that fight. So you need to go back in the gym. Not only when you want to fight, you need to go in there and breathe, think, eat, sleep, boxing, and get all this Gucci and gold and diamonds and partying and Lamborghinis out your mind if you want to be great. You can be good right now and keep what you have. But if you want to be great, you're going to have to dedicate yourself a lot more to the sport of boxing. You got to read more. You got to spar more. You got to look at more films. You got to fix your game how can you beat Thomas Hearns? Fix your game like that. And then you on the way to superstarism. When you could say, I could do this to Thomas Hearns, what would I do? Because right now, Thomas Hearns would knock your block off. I'm going to tell you now. There's no way you can stop Thomas Hearns right now. Too fast, too strong, too quick, too smart. No way. Sugar Ray Leonard will knock your block off right now. He got it all. Roberto Duran, best boxer in the world. How would you beat Duran? Duran would slip around you so easily because your footwork is really not that well. You know what I mean? Wilfredo Benitez, one of the best boxers. Aaron Pryor. Good Lord, there's just so many. Milt McCory. Mark Breland, another tall boxer that would actually, they're a target because your style doesn't fit them. So if you want to be the superstar, start thinking, what would I do to beat those guys, and start fighting like it. And then when you start beating up people like they will beat them up, and then I would consider you in that area of superstarism. But it's going to take a lot more work and a lot less play. A lot less play. A lot more going to church, a lot less praying to God, a lot less leaving these clowns out here alone, all these leeches and clowns that don't have no direction. They have no purpose in your life, but yet you're following them, and now they almost killed you. So this is my video to you. I guess it is to you, Errol Spence. If you want to be the greatest, you got to act like the greatest. You got to leave all the material things around and go ahead and get back in that gym and say, what would I do to beat Sugar Ray Leonard? What would I need to do to beat Sugar Ray Leonard? Then work on it. And then you're working on it, even trying to beat Sugar Ray, you'll be a superstar. Even trying to beat him. But there's a lot of welterweights that right now that probably you're going to give you a rough time. I mean, if you go back into history. Like Mike Tyson didn't consider himself great until he went back against history, against the other boxers, of what he would do it and how he would do it. Okay? So, and don't get me wrong. I love you, man. I love you, bruh. I hope you do well. I pray for every time you fight. But you got to get serious, man. You got to get serious. Get serious for your family. Get serious for your daughter. Protect your life. Don't put yourself in an area of jeopardy where the devil could come in and take your life. Because next time, he's probably going to take your life. Because God has given you a great blessing. Great God. The angel held you as you were flying out that car. An angel was holding you as you flew out that car. And now you're okay. But, that cut in your face, let it be a reminder of what the devil's really trying to do to you. So, unbling, get back in the gym, be great, and be an example to the young kids out here. Okay. God bless you, man. God bless you.